So joining our pub quiz team this week, and I quote, is one of London's most gorgeous, talented and delusional comics. It's Sophie Garrad. What pervert wrote that bio?
I did, thank you very much.
She does all her own biogs. Where has that been? Where's that from then?
No, I literally wrote that myself.
Did you really?
No, did you?
I just like to quote myself and then put it out on things.
That can't be true. Or are you just someone that claims quotes? I have a dream. That was one of mine.
Yeah, also mine. No.
Sophie, thanks very much for joining us. It's a real coup to have you here. Do you know that?
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Are you a quizzer?
Yeah, in a sense.
In a sense? What sense?
In a sense, I've never done one.
You've never done one?
No, I've done a pub quiz once, but I did cheat. I used my phone, so I feel a bit stressed about this. I don't have my phone.
You're a cheater?
Yeah.
Oh,
so
no.
Sorry.
Yeah. You know, a lot of the listeners to this will be proper die-hard pub quizzers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
no,
they will
respect
view
that.
that as proper, like...
It's sacrilege.
Yeah.
So when I run a quiz, I basically say whatever the day's date is, that's how many points you get removed from your score if you've been caught quizzing.
Really?
Which was great because I was always running it on the last Thursday of every month. When it moved to the first Thursday of the month, people didn't give a shit.
Yeah,
What? I'm going to lose 1 point on the first day, on the 1st of February. Not a great rule, basically.
No.
So are you going to be a good addition to our quiz team, or are you going to be a liability?
No, I don't think I'm going to be a liability because I don't have my phone, but I'm not going to be a good addition.
Is there any subjects that is, if that comes up, you're on that?
What he's trying to ask there is, what are you doing? What are you doing here?
I honestly just had no other plans, so I thought, fine, I'll go. No, I will be amazing at TV and showbiz, but when I've listened to the pod before, there's no TV and showbiz questions.
Do you know what?
That all comes down to our quizmaster. though,
Yeah.
doesn't it?
And also, we're willing to forgive you because you're one of the first people, not just guests, but people to have listened to the pod.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's a beautiful thing in itself.
We've got a listener on the pod, everyone.
Oh, no, hang on. Her being on it takes away that listener. Oh, no. Our metrics are fucked.
I only listened as well because I was coming on the pod. It wasn't because I
Oh,
wanted to.
my God.
brilliant,
No, can we
brilliant.
cut that out? Can we cut that out?
Cheers.
So, we always ask our guest to be... Okay, you've got one of those faces that just makes me want to giggle. I don't know what it is.
Thank you.
It's like you're a comedian, isn't it?
Yes.
You've got one of those faces that make
That's actually, that's
I
really
meant that in
rude.
an endearing
5
way.
minutes, 5
It's,
minutes.
it's charming.
It's bitchy, but
Not
I'll
in
take
like a
it.
Mr. Bean way.
you
I'm
not
not
use
saying
it?
you've got
No.
Mr. Bean's face. I'm just
You
saying
said
you've
it
got an
now.
endearing face that makes you comfortable and makes you want to have a laugh.
Should we just stop the podcast now?
Let's stop having a
I'm
laugh.
not saying you look like Mr. Bean. I'm just saying you've got an endearing face and I want to have a laugh at it.
No one accused her of
Thank
looking
you.
like Mr. Bean,
No
apart
one-
from
who
me
said
bringing
Mr.
Mr. Bean into the
Who said Mr.
conversation.
Bean? Who said Sophie looks like Mr. Bean?
Stop saying you look like Mr. Bean.
Because it was fucking one of you.
What is the most What's the most interesting fact that you've heard recently or that you know? We love to find out these things from our guests.
I feel like my favourite fact was I found this out when I was 13 that Justin Timberlake has such a bad problem with farting he had to get loads of medication with it. And I don't know if that's a fact or a rumour, but I'm spreading it.
See, that's the problem with rumours. It's a fine line, isn't it, with facts and rumours. And they don't.
Also,
I'd love.
that's never going to come up on the quiz, is it?
It might. TV and showbiz. TV and showbiz.
Question number 1. Justin Timberlake has a big problem with what that needs medicating. God, is it a thyroid issue? No, Sophie had it earlier. It's the farting thing.
It's farting.
I love those facts. Also, that's just such a school days
yeah,
fact.
yeah,
There was
yeah.
always someone at school who was like had like farting, but on a medical grade, on a medical.
No, I'd
Oh,
never
yeah.
heard of that.
Yeah,
the fact that you
I've
know
never
about
heard
that
of
makes
that.
me think it was
That
you.
means it was you.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what it was. There was always someone
Yeah, there's always
on
someone.
a medical grade.
I was really laughing.
And farting on a medical grade.
I was really laughing along when I said that, as if we were all going to join in.
No,
and it
I
was
don't remember
just
anyone at
silent.
school
No.
who was like, oh yeah, Sammy, he had farting on a medical grade. Yeah. What do you mean farting on a medical grade?
Never
Who?
heard.
Who at your
Timberlake.
school? No, Justin Timberlake. didn't
Well,
go
I'm
to
not
your
going to
school.
say his name.
It was you.
I'm not going to say his name, but he was.
Go on, who was it?
He was a guy.
He's not gonna be listening,
he
is
was
he?
a guy in the. Well, you never know.
You've probably listeners here. Do you
There
go to
was
the same
a-
school? What?
There was a guy called Flaky.
Yeah, okay.
No. Was that really?
Yeah.
Nickname, obviously.
Yeah, nickname. And he was. He wasn't in my year. He was a year below.
Class
And,
of 99.
Oh, class of '99 because of Flake. Very
you,
good.
thank you.
And yeah,
Is that a fact about
Flake-
flakes?
No, no. It's
like
not all
99
quizzes.
flakes.
This is the intro. We're not in the quiz
Okay.
yet.
99 Flake. And then he basically was just like nudge, like if you walking past someone nudge you, be like, he has to take medication for his farting. That's what people would say.
No.
That's what people would say.
It was definitely you.
And I felt really bad one day because there was like...
You know when you have like medication for his farting?
It's really
No, I
bad.
don't.
No,
What,
no
you
one-
said that?
Yeah.
It's really bad though because like, anytime there was like... If there was like, I don't know, like there was like a blocked sewer or like something had gone wrong or there was like a gas leak, it'd be like...
A gas leak at school,
that was-
famously.
yeah.
Famously, that
Did you
happened.
grow up Chernobyl?
That'll be... Yeah, Flaky's a Russian name.
Flaky was his fucking side effect.
So, right, anyway, back to Justin Timberlake having a medical fart problem.
You know I said about all these like sophisticated quizzes who listen in?
Yeah.
First 5 minutes, just fart talk. Just...
They don't listen anymore. So, right, lovely fact, but now
Yes.
I want to test a little bit deeper. Can you give us our team name? So, you've joined our pub quiz team. We want to know what will be the name of our team today.
I think we're going to go for Quizzy Maguire.
That is beautiful.
Thank you so much.
There is because honestly, there's such a longing to be able to do something with the quiz team name that isn't just using the word quiz to replace the word jizz on various body parts and do something interesting with that pun and
Are you
with
being
that rhyme.
sarcastic?
No, I'm genuinely being serious, honestly. I was hosting a pub quiz yesterday and it was someone wrote the pub quiz team and it was give me a $5 and I'll quiz anywhere you like. It's horrible.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
Oh.
But Quizzy Maguire is just pure and beautiful and is a really
Thank
good
you.
use of the
I
word quiz.
got it from Chat GTP, so.
Yeah. Was ChatGPT not working?
I don't know what it is.
So you had to use
Same thing.
GTP, was it? It's the second.
I don't not like how this is going on. Like, you are being nasty to me. I am a guest. I am a guest on your podcast.
I am a guest on your podcast.
You treat me with respect.
Can I just know?
No, Sophie, I'm going to stop you there. You've said that I'm likely to be the one with medical grade farting
You-
at school.
No, You said
No,
it.
you declared yourself as that. You went. We all know that one kid at school with medical grade farting. And we went, no, we don't. Did you have medical grade farting? And you went, no, it was Flaky. Flaky had it, wasn't
Well,
it?
look, I love the name Quizzy Maguire, and I love that you're here, and I love the fact. Liam, can you tell us a little bit?
Sorry, can I just... I don't get the pun.
Oh,
Quiz
dear.
Lizzie Maguire.
Who's Lizzie Maguire?
Fuck off.
So-
Can I swear on the pod?
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, a little bit of a disclaimer here. I am 31 years old.
Yeah.
Liam, however, is 24 years old.
You both look a lot older.
Insult to both of us there.
Insults both of us off the back of saying, you two are mean.
Yeah.
The effrontery?
You both... Eyes widen then. You both look a lot older.
Lizzie, you know Lizzie Maguire?
Lizzie Maguire.
Lizzie
no, I don't know
Maguire.
Lizzie
She was like, it was at Nickelodeon. Do you know Lizzie Maguire?
Yeah. Played by Hilary Duff.
Yeah, it was like a really big TV show. It was like this. It was like
Yeah.
a girl in a school.
Is it a
kind
kids'
of
show?
thing. Yeah, in a way, like a teenager show.
Yeah, well,
And what-
you're a
and
bit
what
weird
year?
if you're watching it as an adult.
Okay.
You'd be like watching.
Shots fired.
Okay, so each week we get sent a genuine pub quiz from a UK quizmaster. So our quizmaster for today's quiz is Lewis from The Trooper in Bristol.
Trooper?
And he
What a
runs
pub
his
name.
quiz on Tuesdays at 8 p.m. So at The Trooper in Bristol, you'll find Lewis doing his quiz at 8 p.m.
I imagine people arrive about 7:30, get a drink, get a seat, and then they're ready for it to start
The
at 8.
Trooper's a great name for a pub.
Yeah.
Do you think that's a proper old school traditional pub, or do you think that's a bit of a modern one,
I
a
think
bit,
it's
bit
an
gimmicky?
ABBA tribute pub, Super Trooper.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
that. That's nice, isn't it?
I
that
didn't.
Okay, so round one from Lewis. The title of the round is Last Letter, First Letter. So the last letter of the answer is the first letter of the next answer. Okay.
Ooh, my brain's fried a bit there. Go on.
So
Let's break that down.
if it ends, he's not attached an example, but if the let's
it's
say
like banana.
let's say the answer was
Oh, go on, go
banana,
on, Sophie.
and then the next answer might be
Apple.
brilliant.
Lovely. Okay.
It's
let's
the
do it.
fruit round.
Is it?
No.
No.
Okay, so there's 5 questions in this round. Question 1. What is the name of Cascadia's debut album, which features a hit single of the same name?
So I'm just going to stop you there because Sophie and I just looked at each other. We had a little eye roll and a little smile because Sophie's going to tell you something now.
No, I'm not.
Then what was the eye roll
Because
about?
I was just like, I don't know what that is.
Did I pronounce the name wrong?
You pronounced the name wrong, yeah.
No,
and I thought
sorry,
that
I
she
didn't know
clocked into
that.
that as well. Cascada.
Sorry.
Cascada.
Oh,
Sorry.
wait, say it again then.
Shall I read it again? What is the
Yeah.
name of Cascada's debut album, which features a hit single of the same name? So can you name what? There is a big Cascada
We know it,
song.
we
Isn't
know
there?
it.
What is it?
I don't.
Stop looking in my eyes.
I should stop flirting. I'm flirting.
And sort of give me the look of like, we both know this, and then going, I don't know what's going on here. Why are you doing that? It goes,
That's
and
my
every
sort of
time we
flirting.
touch, I get this feeling, and every time we touch, I swear, I'm just in the middle of something, swear I can fly. Can you feel my heart beating now? It's every time we touch.
Yeah, no, I did know that.
Or is it touch?
Must be Touch this album and song. Or maybe it's Every Time We Touch.
It's a bit of a long name, though, isn't it?
For
You
an
not think?
album.
For an album, yeah. I think Touch.
Really? Okay, fine.
Well, yeah, but either way,
the last
if
letter is
the
still
last
the H,
letter,
right?
yeah.
Okay, brilliant.
So, question
yeah.
2. In ancient Greek mythology, who is the messenger of the gods?
Oh, Hermes.
Brilliant answer. Where
Sorry,
have you
wasn't I
called-
going to get it that quickly?
No. There's
No.
no time limit on getting it quickly or not.
No, but that's
brilliant.
great. That's brilliant. Because, and
How have you
also
got
that
that so
lines up with,
quickly?
yeah.
Are you guys patronising me?
No, genuinely.
But you know that, right?
I didn't know
I
that.
didn't
no.
know that. I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
I don't know how I know that.
I only know
wish I could
Hermes
tell you.
as the delivery company.
Yeah, and I think that's why it is that, because
Yeah.
it's named after it.
See, Sophie, you've done yourself a disservice because that is brilliant knowledge.
Yeah, but internet shopping, isn't it? That's my other one.
What? That's your
Whatever.
other. Timberlake's farts and internet shopping.
Done. I've got the answers.
Hermes, by the way, of all the delivery companies, I have to say is the shoddiest.
Yeah, terrible.
It's the
Shocking.
shoddiest. I mean, have you ever had that sort of thing, maybe from Hermes or other people, where they've just sent you a picture and they've just put the package basically like just in a bin or
Yeah,
like down
yeah,
a toilet
always.
or up someone's arse. I don't know, like
Haven't
you've
got
had
that
that,
one.
right? You haven't had the up the arse one.
Not yet, no.
Fine.
That's why he lost his job at Hermes.
This is actually sponsored by Hermes.
But and also that all checks out with Touch as the name of the album.
Yeah. Okay, so what's the
Sophie,
end of
this
Hermes?
is an exciting start. So Hermes ending in S.
S,
So as we
okay.
go into question 3, Mamba, Taipan, and Copperhead are all types of which
Snakes.
animal?
Wow.
Okay, it's just because there's a big part of my show about snakes, and I just recently...
We'll do the plug later.
Okay,
Sophie.
sorry.
Go on.
I was just researching a lot about snakes recently. I know quite a lot about
And
snakes.
so did you know? I think Mamba, that like the black mamba, that's the
Yeah.
real, but did Taipan? Did you know that?
That's one. I was googling how many like all snake names.
Yeah.
And that was one of them.
Give me-
And Copperhead. Did you
Yeah,
know Copperhead?
yeah.
Give me some of the.
This is a quiz for you.
I
This
was
is
actually
bang on.
great. Maybe I did the quiz.
Can you give me some of your favourite nuggets about snakes that you found during your research? Research. Fucking hell. Research. I meant to say research.
No, I literally was just research snake names
Names.
for a reason in my show that I don't like. I'm not going to give away because it's so interesting. It's a show for the girls. They're going to love it.
We are flying here, all thanks to Sophie. So we've got every time we touch or touch Hermes, snakes. Question number 4, Liam.
Is it sorry, snakes or
Ooh,
snake?
That is a great.
What type? All types of
I'm
which
guessing
animal?
it's the
snake.
singular.
It's snake.
Yeah,
Yeah.
snake.
So E.
So the answer to number 4.
So
we'll start
E.
with E.
Thank
So,
you.
Amy,
Just really, we get that you're getting the answers right, but you don't need to sort of like rub it in there. And just so you know, that will be an E that will be ending in there.
Do you want me to ask the question?
You're answering questions. It's sort of like a very eager middle-aged man on Mastermind when they're asking the question. In 1954, we were snakes. Okay, fine, we get it, Sophie. There's
so
no
that
time
means the
limit
next
here.
one will start with E. Okay, so Amy Adams, E, remember? Okay, let me read the question. Amy Adams plays a princess in what movie in 2007?
Amy Adams. Amy McAdams.
No, it just says
Amy Adams. So Enchanted, is that something? Is that a
Oh,
thing?
that could be a good one. 2007. I feel like that was around that time. Because a Cinderella story, but that was, I think, Hilary Duff. So it must be Enchanted.
Hilary Duff, also who played Quizzy Maguire. So
fucking
it's
so
all
left
going
out
full
list.
circle, yeah.
Yeah.
But wait, what's that Elspeth one? That's not Elspeth, not Wicked. What's the one where that's animated? Frozen.
Yeah, Frozen.
When was that? Is that a princess story?
It is a princess story, but I feel like it was a lot later than
I
2007.
think, what did you just say?
Enchanted. I think
I'm just
so.
trying to think
I think
what I was
that's
doing in
perfect. It's the
2007.
E,
So
it's the
2007,
E.
I'd have been
How
about.
old were you?
I'd have been about the 14.
Right.
School, yeah.
I hadn't. So I was in year 8, year 9.
I'd have been 7. Benefit of being born in the year 2000.
I'd have
Oh,
been-
you can always know.
Yeah,
You're born in
always
2000.
Oh, that is good. God, you're so young.
How have we got to this far in the podcast where I didn't know you were born in 2000?
Well, if you've done the maths, you'd know.
Huh? I've had, I suppose I would have done.
It's not that. It's not that much of a revelation. Yeah.
So, you have no... Well,
Any
obviously-
questions about that? Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean,
I'm opening the floor.
all my questions are quite obvious, but I just have to get them out anyway.
Yeah, go on.
And I know what the answer is.
Yeah.
So you've got no memories of the millennium then?
Yeah, that's what everyone says.
You just have to
So
ask
you don't
it.
remember the millennium?
No, absolutely don't.
No, I don't.
Wow. So you don't remember Diana dying?
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, all just you don't remember things.
So you don't
that
remember the
happened.
fall of the Berlin Wall? Bloody hell.
You don't remember the millennium bug? Fucking hell.
So hang on a minute, you don't remember the Cuban Missile Crisis? Forget it. Okay, so...
Right, Enchanted. I'm so happy to go
Oh,
with
and it is
Enchanted.
E as well.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, of course
Yeah,
it's
that's what I
Enchanted.
mean, yeah.
Oh,
Well,
yeah, I
unless they
forgot
go with the
about that
plural,
bit.
end it on snakes with an S.
No, you're right.
no.
It's Enchanted.
So, guys, I think we could be 4 for 4 here. We may have a bit of a problem if touch is every time we touch. I think we might need to decide. whether
Really,
we-
yeah.
I really think it must be every time we touch.
Every time, and because if it's the name of the track as well.
Yeah, maybe
But
we'll
I think
go
it
with
might
that.
be touch. Though I think the song might have been called Touch.
I actually think it's every time we touch
Is it?
now.
Oh,
No,
it-
I've got that from nowhere, but I just feel it.
Yeah. Okay. No, I'm going to add that now.
Yep.
Just for the listener.
Question number 5.
Every time before. Oh, I've done it for the wrong question. Every time we Hermes. Every time we touch.
What's this bit? We've not done this bit before. That's not...
You got to roll with it, mate.
We've been,
Sorry, a bit of a rookie over here.
we've been, people ask us a lot of the time, so what's the format? That's never in it. That's never in the one-pager. Liam very quietly muttering to himself, and then listen one, I will write the next little bit of the thing. It was an internal monologue, just writing away. Me and Sophie just looking at each other like, how long does this go on for?
I could hear the producer laughing and thought, oh, I'm onto something here. In his head, he was thinking, fucking twat. Okay, so question 5, last of the round. Which music duo produced songs such as One More Time and Harder, Better, Faster, Stronger?
Sophie, you know this.
I actually do know this. It's. I feel like you two know this. Why is it on me?
Yeah, no, a bit bad of us, really.
Yeah, I know. I just
Don't
don't
know
know.
the answer. Look at
No,
the
no,
answer
no.
and go,
Wait,
come on.
Daft Punk.
Yes.
Daft Punk, yeah.
What sort of music are you into, Sophie?
I feel like we're on a date.
So what sort of music are you into? Jenny, that is the quality of my date. So I've asked about the siblings. Music. Do you want music? Do you cook?
Can I just say, I was once on a date years ago.
Braggy.
That's the end of it.
It's a surprise to everyone.
I was once on a date years ago.
And he said, "What's this?" He got a pen and paper out and went, "Just writing down
but
the
I
next thing."
I asked a question of what sort of music you into, and they went, I don't know really. What about you? I went, would you like Oasis? And she went, are they? Oh no, I've got that wrong. Sorry, completely butchered that anecdote.
Go on.
I was talking about terrorists. And I said,
Whoa!
Oh, so similar. I see how you got a
no, but
mistake.
I got that
As
really
in
wrong.
Oasis and musical terrorists.
I got the punchline and the setup the wrong way round. But I went, oh, this is shit now. This is so shit.
No, you've got to say it
So
now.
You have to say it
shit.
now.
Oh, what an absolute bellend. I said, what do you think of ISIS? And she went, are they still together? And I went, it's not Oasis.
Why are you asking what people think of ISIS on a first date?
Great question. Better question than what do you think of ISIS?
Fucking hell. So, 5 questions answered. I think we've done pretty well. Let's find out how we've done in round 1, shall
Guys,
we?
I think we've got 5 out of 5 there.
Yeah.
I think so. So the only question mark is that first question. So what is the name of Cascada's
Very nicely pronounced there.
debut album, which features a hit single of the same name? We said Touch.
Oh, no, we said every time we touched, didn't we?
No, we changed-
Yeah, we changed it. Then
Oh, great.
To every time. I was going to explain that.
Sorry.
To every time we touch. Thank you to Sophie, and it is every time we touch. So Sophie, already there.
amazing.
Well done, Soph. Can I call you Soph?
So that one's.
No, Sophie to you.
Do people call you Soph?
Yeah, I think so. I don't really
But just
know.
friends.
Yeah, just actually people I like. You can call me Sophie
Does
Garrad.
it ever go shorter? Does it ever go so?
Yeah, something. So I don't know.
Who calls you Fee?
No one. You can.
Yes.
Yeah, we've
Okay.
got a little
I'll have that.
nickname
I'll have that.
In ancient Greek mythology, who is the messenger of the gods?
There's another Sophie Garrad
Sophie,
special.
again, Hermes, you were bang on.
Thank you.
You've got us these 2 points.
You're welcome.
Mamba, taipan and copperhead, all types of which animal?
Snake.
It's correct again.
Bang
With
on.
3 out of 3.
Sorry, I forgot to say that was correct. I just nodded and ticked the paper there. I forgot we were doing a podcast. Amy Adams plays a princess in what movie in 2007?
We had a few options here, didn't we?
Jake, you were quick in with Enchanted.
I was quicking with Enchanted. I wasn't certain. There's a lot of princess films out there, but it just seemed to make sense in terms of the structure of the round, having to start with E.
Yeah.
So we went Enchanted. What was it?
Enchanted.
Get in.
Mate.
4 out of 4.
I feel like I've not offered anything here.
You really haven't.
You've offered some brilliant anecdotes.
Really well told as well.
Yeah. You're an actual storyteller.
Hogging the... No, I don't know that song, but did I tell you about when I was on a date? And,
Shut up about your tour, Sophie. What I want to say is...
and finally, which music duo produced songs such as One More Time, Harder, Better, Faster, Stronger? It was Daft Punk.
It was Daft
Guys,
Punk.
that's a perfect
5 out of
round.
5.
Yeah, it's amazing. Wow.
You need to do more quizzes, Sophie. You're obviously very talented at them.
I know, it's kind of crazy that I'm gorgeous and smart.
Yeah, okay. Another review written by herself there.
Yeah.
Another
Next
review
podcast
written
you
by
go on, that'll
herself.
be written at the top. She's not only gorgeous but smart. Who wrote that about you? Oh, that was me again. On the last podcast I was on. Does another adjective get added in every podcast you go on?
Every time, yeah.
But like, if you are researching snakes, right, Sophie, for your stand-up, then clearly you're pulling from all sorts of like pools of knowledge for your show, right?
Yeah, in a way.
In a way.
What do you want me to say?
That you're very good at trivia. That you're very good at trivia.
No, I can't. I literally went on chat. What is it? Chat GPT.
Chat GPT, yeah.
And I said, "Give me all the names of snakes." That was it.
And what? And he did it.
And it just, you know what?
I just want to know what the bit is
Who
now. I
Wants to Be a
think.
Millionaire? And the whole film's like, how has he got those answers? It's like that.
Can I have a guess at what the bit is?
Yeah, sure.
Something to do with friends being snakes.
No, it's actually about how I used to have snakes.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay, now we're onto
Yeah, yeah.
something. Right, okay. Because I used to have a bearded dragon, so I feel we've bonded
Did you?
here. Yeah,
Really?
Yeah,
That's like a lizard, isn't it?
yeah.
Okay, did you like it?
Yeah, I did. Really placid, really nice. You could sort of put it on your shoulder, but they carry. I don't know if it's the same with snakes. They carry salmonella on their skin, so whenever after you hold them, you've got to wash your hands.
I don't know if that's a thing.
And did you have to feed your snake live animals?
Yeah, no, dead frozen mice.
I feel like I'm witnessing a live version of The Undateables. And I'm just sort of watching. What? It's the most engaged you two have been with each other all fucking afternoon.
You wait till my ISIS question, mate. That was seal the deal.
What's happening?
No, right.
Yeah, I've
That could have been lovely. There might have been some
Yeah,
real
you've written
reptile
that.
enthusiasts out there who
Yeah.
go, oh yeah, quite like. Oh, yeah,
hands up,
hands
up, and I'm sure you
frozen
two
mice.
are you two are sick people like me.
And what people like you?
Well, I'll get to it. Not Indians. I mean, well, you two are sick of people who, like me, who are a little bit put off by people who have reptiles as pets.
What?
I don't know. Reptiles as pets.
What's an ick?
It's a little. It's not an ick. It's a more of a sort of like a.
I can see why it's an egg.
It's an ick. It's like it's a red flag. It's not even a red flag. It's a sort of
Yeah.
like big, massive red siren saying
Yeah.
danger.
It's a big, massive red mamba.
That's
Fucking sat in my living room. No, I'm not very relaxed, funnily enough. No, I don't want to get it on with that thing hissing at me. Any chance I had to fucking sleep, right, in my bedroom for ages with a fucking bearded dragon, and they're nocturnal, right?
Are they?
Yeah, so at fucking 11 o'clock at night, I'm dozing off. You hear scratching at the side of the vivarium, right? And then they've got like a heat lamp as well.
Yeah.
Which just comes on and off all night. So just a big red light in my room.
No one forced you
night.
to get it.
Yeah.
No, I know, but it's that thing where you say you really want something.
Yeah, and as soon as you get it,
So your
I do that
parents
all the
go,
time.
okay, fine, I'll give in, I'll get it for you, and then
Yeah.
you can't back down then because you've had to
Yeah.
battle a lot to get it, and then you
Yeah.
can't a month later go, actually, yeah, you know what, you were right, I didn't really actually want this.
Yeah.
You just have to live with it for years.
Similar to Sophie's experience of coming on this podcast, isn't it?
Had like the same thing actually.
What made
Yeah.
you want to get snakes then?
I think we say come on this podcast, but I didn't have a choice. I didn't have a
My
choice.
agent made me. No, is that
No.
true? You didn't have a choice. I'm
No,
so
of course
sorry.
I had a choice. I'm joking. Free will.
Free will.
No, I obviously wanted to, I couldn't wait to come on the podcast.
Yeah.
Because I used to have nannies, and one of my nannies had an older son, and he had loads of snakes and some lizards. And I just thought that was the coolest thing I'd ever seen. But I went on and on and on for months about wanting snakes. I finally got them. First day, it bit me. And I thought, I do not want to be a mother anymore. Like, it was awful.
What does a snake bite feel like?
No, it wasn't that bad, but it was just scary. So then my mum ended up having the snakes for like 8 years.
Bloody hell.
Yeah.
And did she end up getting quite bonded with them and then quite liked them, or was it a bit of a chore?
It was a
throughout
chore
them 8
for
years?
sure.
That's a
Yeah.
shame.
And I remember one time one of the snakes went missing for like 8 months.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it went missing for
8
ages.
months?
Because they can last for so long out there. And
Out where? What, in the
I
living
don't
room?
know, in the house.
Out there? In the
in
wild of the conservatory?
In the house. And my mum
More grapes
found
have
it.
gone missing.
Every time I wake up, I'm losing another finger. What's going on there? It's strange, isn't it?
Someone's had another toe in the night. 7 months in now, I've only got 3 left. Oh, there you are, down the back of a bloody wardrobe. Come on. You're very full. Put you back in there. Right. Can no one leave this bloody door open again?
Right. So,
Oh, just- sorry,
Wait, hang on a minute.
just
So,
what-
so it was gone for how
For
long?
8 months, and my mum found it in the garden one time, and we put it back in the cage. But then because he'd been out for so long, he just didn't want to eat the frozen mice. And we came home from school once, and my mum.
You'd
there
have
was,
the good shit.
He wanted the
The
real
live
stuff,
ones,
exactly. And my mum had bought a real mouse, and we were like, "You cannot feed the snake, the real mouse." So we ended up having like a pet mouse called Stuart Little, and he lived above the snakes. And another time, another one went missing, the snake, and the housekeeper, found it like halfway in the mouse's cage, about to eat the mouse. And that's
You
my
strike me as a
stories.
very irresponsible snake owner.
Yeah, I should.
I feel like for someone who owns multiple
is
snakes,
mad.
they shouldn't be going missing that often.
Yeah, but they're easy because they can get out places, you know.
They're slithery. They're
They're
slithery. They're
slithery.
slithery.
Notoriously.
They've got
They're
a
slitherier
reputation.
than most pets.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of getting bitten by pets, I remember I got a hamster once, and
Yeah.
it bit me on the first day, and I was that heartbroken I had to have a day off school.
So, no.
That's a true story.
True story.
The
I'm
day
so
off school,
sorry.
Yeah. So I fucking loved this thing.
Yeah, of
I
course.
wanted a
You've
pet
had it a
hamster,
day,
got
you've
it,
had
got
it
it
a
in.
day.
And I remember my sister over my shoulder going, "Have you picked it up yet?" I went, "No, I'm, getting to know it first, making sure it gets relaxed, and then I'll pick it up and we'll get there." And she went, "No, go on, pick it up." But when I had one, we picked it up all the time. You don't be a pussy sort of thing. Pick it
Yeah,
up,
what a
pick it
lovely
up.
sister you've got.
Yeah, yeah.
Who's your sister? Tyson Fury.
Yeah, she wouldn't listen to this. Supportive. And I put my hand in and it bit me, drew blood, and I was just devastated.
Oh my god.
Did you have to go to A&E?
No. It wasn't that bad. It was. But I was
Obviously.
just hurt. And then
Obviously, yeah.
Oh, I was-
Sophie wasn't genuinely thinking that
hamster bite. Big bed getting wheeled through. Fucking hell.
But you've gone quite macho with it, like, nah, I was
No, no,
alright.
no.
Yeah, that's true.
I was alright. I was a
No.
brave lad back then.
Brave boy.
Oh god, my sister had a hamster, and she loved that thing.
That was earnest. And she loved that thing.
She was a kid. She had a hamster.
She loved that.
And it died. And she was really calm about it.
Wistful. She loved that thing.
It was like he was desperate to get in on the whole pet chat.
Quickly thinking, what's my hamster?
My sister had a hamster and she loved that thing. She loved that thing. That was like an episode of Coronation Street. Oh, fucking hell. Come on.
I can't tell it now. I can't possibly tell it now.
Should we jump into round 2?
Yeah, round 2, famous quotes. So we need to basically name the person that said it. So if you're someone who writes your own quotes about yourself, do you feel like this is going to be something you're going to be quite good at?
Yeah, 100%.
100%. All right, so, okay, question number 1. I don't mind living in a man's world as long as I can be a woman in it.
Oh.
Who said that? I don't mind being in a man's world as long as I can be a woman in it.
Has anyone heard that quote before?
No, and I hate it.
It's awful.
It
sorry.
didn't sound like you like that. You're like, no, it's awful.
It's awful.
Yeah.
I'm an ally.
I think women are so important.
Sorry, I can't quite decipher the meaning behind it.
I don't mind living in a man's world as long as I can be a woman in
Okay,
it.
but what is that? What's the message of that?
The message is, I don't really know what the
can't-
message
I
is.
feel like the
What
message
it
is that men have all the power and the control, and that's fine as long as she can be like a dainty little female. That's what I'm hearing. I think it's someone in history. It's
See,
like
I
that.
sort of read it initially without digging too much beneath the surface that it was actually quite empowering. I can't quite decipher what the message is behind that.
I think a famous woman, and I'm going to say like an American politics history.
I
Jackie
don't mind
O.
living in... Oh,
I made it
that's
up.
a
I made it up.
brilliant... Marilyn Monroe.
Yeah.
No, I feel like Marilyn Monroe, 100%.
You tried to say Marilyn Monroe, but said oh, and then said Mo,
Did
which
I?
is really fun, yeah. I think maybe it is a woman living in very much, whatever her setting is, whatever her era is, it's a very patriarchal world. And she is saying, look, it is just going to be a man's world. However, I will use what they perceive to be femininity to actually get ahead and make the most of this bad situation.
Yeah,
So you agree with me?
Is that right?
I think so.
I'm just looking at our female guest going, is that right? Tell
Yeah,
me.
I think so.
What do we think? Marilyn Monroe? I mean,
No, but I think Marilyn Monroe makes sense because she is very like feminine and like just, yeah.
Let's go Marilyn Monroe.
Jackie Kennedy's good, though, isn't it? You say Jackie Kennedy?
Jackie O, which is the same thing, isn't it?
Yes. Yes, sir. Okay,
Question two. Let's go Marilyn Monroe. It's the worst handwriting I've ever seen there. Fucking hell. Sophie, can you make out what the hell that says?
Oh my God.
Bloody hell, he's written it in shorthand.
Yeah.
I've actually just written sort of like a heartbeat monitor just going up and down. Being sort of
Jake's
nervous.
just had a panic attack on the page.
Question number 2. The downside of my celebrity is that I cannot go anywhere in the world without being recognised. It's not enough for me to wear dark glasses and a wig. The wheelchair gives it away.
Oh.
Wow, so what could that be? The wheelchair
Who's
gives
in
me
a
away.
wheelchair?
Stephen Hawking's?
Does he wear a wig?
That makes sense.
Well, I think in the quote they're saying, the downside of my celebrity is that I can't go anywhere in the world without being recognised. It's not enough for me to wear dark glasses and a wig. It's the wheelchair that gives me away.
Should we go with Stephen Hawkins? But then he wasn't a celebrity. He was a
wouldn't-
celebrity, but
I just don't think
that...
he'd speak like that.
He wouldn't refer to himself as a celebrity, would he?
No, he would not actually.
Oh, I think potentially. Oh, do you remember Christopher Reeve, the guy who played Superman but had a big accident and then he was in a wheelchair?
Maybe.
Maybe him.
I'm more than happy to go with that. Should we go with it?
I don't know. Should we go Christopher Reeve? Oh,
Yeah.
There's a big part of the back of my head where Stephen Hawking is just talking to me, but that's just my day-to-day life. Okay, question number 3. So here we go. We need to name the person from the quote. It's just a job. Grass grows, birds fly, waves pound the sand. I beat people up. Who could that be?
Danny Dyer.
Birds fly.
One of the boxers.
Tyson Fury, maybe.
Muhammad Ali. I think it's a boxer.
Maybe maybe.
But then do boxers view it as I'm beating people
I
up?
think
It's more of a
Tyson-
discipline
I
to
think
them, isn't it?
Mike Tyson would.
I have to agree with Sophie there.
Yeah, I'm happy to go with that, yeah.
I think that. So I was going to say Muhammad Ali, but he famously says that he floats like a butterfly,
Yeah.
stings like a bee. I would doubt that he has another animal-based
Yeah, quote.
famous quote, right?
Maybe it's his thing, though.
Well, he's not Attenborough.
Yeah, true enough.
True enough.
I thought I was thinking Attenborough until
God
it
knows
said,
he wanted to
I
be.
was actually thinking
it said I
Attenborough
beat
until it
people
said
up.
I beat people up.
Yeah, should we go?
Imagine if that was Attenborough.
Mike Tyson. Number 4. Name the person from the quote. You cannot be serious. You cannot be serious.
I feel like that's maybe something taken off of a reality show or something like that.
That's so
Oh,
vague,
no.
though.
Oh, no.
I'm
You
sitting-
cannot be serious.
I'm sitting a bit smugly here, guys, because I
Do you
know
know
the
it?
answer to this. Yeah.
Is it a Harry Potter quote?
No, but
not-
why?
it's
Well,
not-
hang on a minute.
sorry.
Me saying I know it. Why have I said? Oh, so I've said I know it, and then Sophie's gone. Oh, it must be a Harry Potter quote then. What
You
what
have
is
Harry
that?
Potter energy.
So weird.
We've done. What are you
So with
talking
Sophie on this.
about?
I'm so with Sophie on this.
I don't have Harry Potter energy.
Mate,
Do you love
have-
Harry Potter?
Huh?
Mate.
Yes, I do love Harry Potter.
Mate, do you have a replica wand in your room?
I have a wand, but for different reasons.
No.
Okay, I have a wand. I have a wand because as part as part of the quiz night that I run, sometimes
Some ironic one.
Sometimes no, it's not done ironically, but sometimes my flatmate Greg, he comes on to ask a question dressed as Severus Snape.
Yeah, I'd have just got a bit of stick off a thing. Where did you get the one from?
Well, production value, you know, you've got to do it properly.
Fair
So
enough.
yeah, I have a wand.
Okay.
But I'm not a big Harry Potter nerd
It's not.
or anything.
It's
Do you
not.
know what I mean?
It's not Linda off the
It's not like
Traitors,
I'm.
is it?
Hey?
Linda off the Traitors.
No, it's not Linda off the Traitors. It's John McEnroe.
All right.
You cannot
John
be serious.
McEnroe, is he a tennis player?
Yes.
Why did he say that?
So basically, in the 80s, when he was very famous, he during Wimbledon, when an umpire would say that's out or like question his sort of points, whatever, he would smash his racket on the floor and go, "You cannot be serious, man!"
Oh, yeah.
And then he'd
yeah.
run up to them and like smash his racket and like
Yeah.
There was even this like awful like comedy. You remember when like we used to have comedy songs in the UK that like went quite high up the charts? Actually, Lad Baby still does it.
Chaz and Dave.
Yeah,
Stuff
yeah,
like
Chaz
that,
and Dave,
yeah.
Bob the Builder.
Yeah.
So there was a big comedy song about John McEnroe basically being a little brat.
Wow.
Yeah. Question number 5. Not all the questions or bits of the quiz will be fun, by the way, Sophie. Question number 5. Some stuff will just be like that. Name the person from the quote. Number 5. When the seagulls follow the trawler, it's because they think sardines will be thrown into the sea. What the fuck is going on?
This is
This is a
round
tough
insane.
round.
Yeah,
really
yeah.
tough round, actually.
Lewis, I want to say to you, where are you getting these
Yeah.
quotes
I
and
know.
why do you think that people know these?
I sung like
Yeah.
like the Mike Tyson, the Muhammad Ali one we knew.
But we haven't put Muhammad
So like
Ali.
that would have made sense to go.
Do you know
in.
who Lewis is?
Yeah.
Lewis is the person that makes those images on WhatsApp that your mum sends you, which have a sunset and say,
Yeah.
Yeah.
live each day as if it's the last.
Yeah.
Oh, cheers, mum.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot. That's really great.
I think that's his
he
side
makes
hustle.
these.
That's his side hustle.
100%.
And I reckon he's got 20,000 followers on an Instagram page with all these little pics. is what
He's
he
made
is.
a JPEG of Brighton Beach, which has the quote, "When the seagulls follow the trawler, it's because they think the sardines will be thrown into the sea."
Yeah, but it's
Send to
not-
all.
There's nothing deep.
Send to all. Send to everybody on the list.
Share that, mum. but that it doesn't. What does?
So it's his mum sending it to
what
other
does it-
mums.
What does it mean? What does it mean?
Well, this one's insane.
Should we just go David Attenborough?
Oh.
No,
I thought you were
well,
desperate to have David Attenborough on this round.
I think
really
if we look
am.
at the essence of what that quote's trying to say, it's someone trying to be a little bit wise or philosophical.
Yeah.
When the seagulls follow the trawler, it's because they think the sardines will be thrown into the sea, or is it literally someone who is just giving like angling
What's
tips?
the metaphor of it? Is it sort of like following false hope because you think it's sort of going to pay out?
That's quite beautiful. That.
Thank you, mate.
Yeah, I think it is.
Following false hope.
Yeah, but who would put it in that?
Or maybe
context?
it's just like a fisherman.
Do you know what? Easiest thing to do: name your top 5 fishermen.
Captain Birdseye.
Let's put Captain Birdseye.
Should we just go with
Yeah.
Captain
Oh,
Let's go
that's
Captain
actually really
Birdseye.
smart.
Captain
Yeah.
Birdseye.
Okay, should we do the answers then?
Let's do
for
it.
round 2.
So, famous quotes. Just going into this, I don't feel confident.
No.
No.
I think round 1 we were strong. We had sort of Sophie was just like knocking it out of the
But
park.
I feel this could be a complete contrast. If this was 0, I wouldn't be that surprised.
No, I wouldn't be shocked.
Yeah.
Here we go. So, question number 1. We were asked, who is this? I don't mind living in a man's world as long as I can be a woman in it. We said Marilyn Monroe. We're all pretty, unified on that, right?
Yeah.
It was correct. So,
Oh.
we've got 1 out of 5.
That's banging.
Question number 2. So this thing about the downside of my celebrity being that the wheelchair gives it away. Stephen Hawking is not going to be the sort of person to say he's a celebrity,
No.
right?
Yeah.
So
And
we
also,
went with Chris.
yeah, in a wig as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stephen Hawking's putting on a wig on and hitting the
And
town.
the sunglasses.
And sunglasses.
Turns out it was Stephen Hawking's.
Really?
Yeah.
So
Ooh,
yeah,
that's
it's a bit of a shame that we've lost that one there. Christopher Reeve.
It's annoying. It's always
Real
annoying when
close.
you say the answer and then
Yeah.
don't put it down, and then it ends up being
that one was on me. I did talk you guys
No,
out.
no,
Oh,
no,
don't
no,
be so harsh on
no,
yourself.
No, that was all of us. That was all of us.
Don't talk about yourself
Thanks,
like that.
guys. I appreciate the support.
Question number 3. It's just a job. Grass grows, birds fly, waves pound the sand. I beat people up. We went along the boxer route.
Yeah.
Sophie, you said Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
I liked the idea of Muhammad Ali, can I just say?
So he'll do this basically when he's read ahead on the document and he's seen that we're wrong about something. He'll go, "Do you remember when I said the thing that could have been right?" Well, yeah,
No,
I think I might know what's about to happen now, Liam.
No, but I did. And you went, no, he wouldn't have 2 animal quotes.
I did say that. I hold my hands up. I didn't think he would have 2 animal quotes. It was Muhammad Ali.
That's so
You see,
annoying.
that could be. We're currently now on 6 out of 8. It could be 8 out of 8.
Yeah,
I
that's
should have seen the
frustrating.
fact that if he has one animal quote, that's clearly a motif that he wants to stick by when he's sort of coming up
Yeah.
with pithy phrases.
And I felt like you really shot down Liam and just didn't really give him a chance.
I
which
agree.
is
Just
hard
'cause
to
I'm-
watch.
What the fuck is that about?
No, yeah, you bang on.
Sorry,
just
no,
'cause I'm,
hang on a minute.
Just 'cause I'm 10 years younger.
Yeah.
I've admitted it, and you've come in
I
here
don't
trying to
know.
what break us up as a
just,
team.
It made me feel really uncomfortable to watch.
Yeah.
And Liam, if you want to do the
Thank you.
podcast with me in the future.
Thank you. Okay, now we're talking. Now we're on something. We'll talk after.
What is this going to be? The sort of the reptile pub quiz show?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it fucking is actually.
Where are you going to host it from? Pets at Home?
Question number 4. You cannot be serious. Do you remember when I said John McEnroe and it actually was the answer? Yeah, it was the answer. It
Oh,
was
well
John
done,
McEnroe.
Liam. That's really good.
Thank you, Sophie. Question number 5. When the seagulls follow the trawler, it's because they think the sardines will be thrown into the sea. We thought it must either be someone who is a philosopher, maybe a religious figure, trying to give life advice, or a fisherman.
Well, and also we couldn't quite decide for what the meaning was behind that. Could we? We couldn't quite work out what,
we couldn't.
what
I
was
remember,
the
yeah.
metaphor of that.
Yeah.
It's probably not much of a surprise because it turns out the answer is Eric Cantona.
Eric Cantona.
Who is that?
So he's
Exactly.
a footballer or an ex-footballer.
2 out of 4? 5? 2 out of 5?
Yeah, 2 out of 5. So that takes us to 7 out of 10 as we go into the final round. Sophie, it'd be great to have a chat with you about what you're up to.
Yeah.
What's going on? So, am I right in thinking, I mean, obviously you're guesting on our podcast.
Yes.
You have a podcast of your own.
Yeah, I've literally just launched a podcast called Thin and Thinner with my friend Kira O'Connor, who's also a comedian.
Talk to us about the podcast.
The podcast is 2 women celebrating basically problematic women in like the world, whether it's our friends, whether it's celebrities. And we kind of just, I feel like there's a lot of women that are torn down for crazy behaviour and we're kind of just celebrating them. And then we also have like our listeners write in their problems and we
Nice.
give
And
them...
do listeners get an insight into your sort of history of crazy behaviour?
Yeah, 100%. I think anything I say, it's just like, wow, she's not well.
Is there sort of like a gold mine of sort of like anecdotes where you both come off as, oh, well, hang on a minute, not problematic, because that's not what
We
we're
are,
saying.
no, we are problematic.
Okay.
Yeah, we're problematic. In like a
And
fun way.
are you quite old friends as well?
I
Is
was
there a
about to
lot-
say you're quite old.
Have you been friends for a while? Is there a lot of
Like,
there a
how
lot of
old
sort
are
of-
you?
A lot of memories.
Fucking tell me how old you are.
No, we've actually only been friends about 3 years. We met in comedy.
Okay.
But we just click, you know. She's
Nice.
so like the funniest person I've ever met. After you two, of course.
God, the thing is, like,
It switches from
the-
smooth to
Yeah.
sort of abusive.
Even the after you two, like, it was like you were taking the piss even with that. It wasn't like you were trying to save it at all. You're a very impressive person, though.
Thank
3
you.
years in the game, and you're already at such a high level with an Edinburgh show, a podcast. What's your how have you found sort of like the journey of starting stand up and getting to this point?
I have loved it. It's been like obviously really difficult but fun and rewarding. I feel like this last year it's been a lot better. I feel like I've kind of found my voice on stage. I found like my audience. So it's just I'm loving it, and I'm doing my first hour this year in Edinburgh. So that's the big one.
Amazing.
How did you?
Yeah.
Do you have any memories of those? So we're sat here in the
Yeah.
Victoria pub, which is a pub by my flat, basically, which is a lovely pub, but a small pub, and it has an upstairs where they do some comedy. But it is often one of those rooms where maybe 3 people are there,
Yeah.
and 2 of which are other comedians. Do you look? Well, I mean, those sorts of things, they're tough, right?
It's so hard. I actually did a gig in this room to literally like 2 real people.
No
and that
way.
Was,
In
I
this
think
very room?
in this very room.
You're joking?
Yeah, I felt like it was my 10th gig or something crazy. Yeah, it was awful. But I remember thinking, wow, what a great gig. But now I look back, I'm like, not that the place is awful, but the gig was awful. But I've done some awful ones. I did one in Norwich in a strip club on a Sunday.
Wow.
Yeah, that was insane because it was basically just all to the dancers and the bouncers, and then people were coming in like locals, and they were like, "What's going on? You just stood on stage."
Sorry, is that a
no one
thing,
laughed.
They paired up like
Yeah.
whilst it was an active strip
It was
club.
yeah,
we'd have a bit of
yeah.
stand-up
It was
comedy
before
in the corner.
like the dancing started, so it was like, oh, we'll just do this to get some money in. But obviously, and then everyone's just sat in the big chairs
Yeah.
around. You're on the what's it called, like a podium or whatever, with a pole with your microphone. No one laughed at anything. It's like a long 10 minutes.
Did you reference the strip club and the pole?
Yeah. Didn't find it funny.
Oh no! Who knew strippers couldn't laugh at themselves?
Yeah, they would, because I think they were just fuming. They were like, we just want to be at work. Like, we don't have to sit and watch
Yeah.
these comedians.
Yeah.
So from there to Poor Little Rich Girl, this is your Edinburgh show.
Yes.
Can people see it before Edinburgh as well?
Yeah, I'm doing previews at the moment. I've got actually, I don't know when this is coming out, but I've got almost like 1 or 2 a month coming up in London, one in Brighton, maybe some other places, I'm not sure yet, but I post them on my Instagram.
Amazing. And
Yeah.
what is your Instagram for
Sophie
people to find
Garrad.
you? Amazing.
And your Instagram is popping. I'm going to use the word
thank
popping.
you.
Okay, 25 million views on Instagram within 3 months. People will know you as the private school mum, the London girlies. How much time do you spend crafting your sketches, or does it just sort of like come very naturally? Are they based on people that you know and that you see all the time?
Yeah, definitely based on people I know, people from like my upbringing, or just based on the girls. And it's all like with love, do you know what
Yeah.
I mean? But I know I don't spend that much time on them, to be honest. I feel like mine are not very not high quality, but what's it, like high production level. I just like pick up the phone and film them.
Oh yeah.
You
Yeah,
guys know.
you're speaking to the right people. You're speaking to the right
You're in
people.
good company.
I'm quite lazy with it.
Yeah.
And I also find like if you spend loads of time on it, it doesn't do well. So I'm like, oh.
Can I just specifically say a bit of content of yours I really liked, which I was watching, was you stood outside the Emirates
Oh yeah.
interviewing, doing like pre-match interviews with like football fans. Have you seen this?
I haven't.
And going, basically going like, so what, like it's a bit of a trend now, but like football fans before the game, you'll have like someone stood there with a microphone and being like, okay, so Saka or Martinelli, and they're like, ooh, okay, I reckon Saka. Like, how do you think managers get? Sophie stands outside the Emirates, get these like blokes over, and they come over, and you get like, so who's got the sparkliest eyes in the team? And you just see them not know how to react, and I loved it. I would watch so much of that.
Oh, it's so bad. Do you know what?
So
It's
funny.
so hard
More
to
of
get men.
that.
Yeah, it's so hard to get men to talk to me though. Like I thought it'd be really easy. I thought they'd all want to chat, and they're like,
Yeah.
"Do not speak to me." So it was so difficult
really?
to actually get. Yeah, and then some of them get quite annoyed with the question.
Yeah.
Do you think it's because you're quite standoffish? The final round of the quiz. How have you found it so far?
I've had the best time. I'm shocked.
You're surprised.
Sorry.
You said I've had the best time, which was already in a sarcastic tone. Then said you were shocked that you had the best time. Have you enjoyed any of this at all?
I've genuinely enjoyed it so much. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like I've cried so much from laughter.
We've had a really lovely time, and I, for the most part, think you're having a lovely time until maybe once every 15 to 20 minutes when you say you guys are pieces of shit.
Just like to humble you both, you know.
Oh, you've done it. You've done a good job. Oh, you done a good job.
We did not need that.
It's the final round of the quiz. Look, we've had a really strong start.
Yeah.
We've had a bit of a ropey second round. Hopefully we can bring it back.
So what are we on?
Is-
7 out of
Yeah,
10
7
going into
out
the
of 10
final round. So
going in.
Sophie, this is on track for someone who was quite self-deprecating in their sort of quiz knowledge.
me,
This is on track for a
yeah.
great score. So round 3 is the wipeout round, which means one wrong answer and we lose all the points for the rest of the round.
Oh my god.
But we don't have to answer everything.
Okay, fine.
So we could, if we're not 100% sure, I think we just leave it for this.
Yeah.
Okay, so question 1. Which chess piece is a horse's head? We know that, don't we?
The knight.
The knight.
Yeah, I also knew that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And me, I'll be a knight. From
Yeah.
Harry Potter.
Yes.
Harry Potter.
See, I knew it.
I'm a Harry Potter nerd.
I could tell.
It's out. It's
I think
out.
we know. We'll go with that one. So the Tay, it's question 2. The Tay is the longest river in which British nation?
Is that sort of like a nickname for the Thames, the Tay?
Ooh, that'd be an
Have a super across
interesting.
the
That'd be an
Tay.
interesting take on it.
Have
you heard of the Tay?
T-A-Y, no, and a British nation, is that like Scotland, Wales?
Yeah.
Where did you grow up, Sophie?
Newmarket, like near Cambridge.
And how was that?
It's just a therapy session now. Why are you asking? No, it's
I'm just
good.
curious, I'm
Why
just
is it in Cambridge?
No, I have no idea.
Oh.
I'm just.
Yeah.
Sorry
We don't-
for
I don't
taking
know.
interest in your fucking life. You know what I mean?
Yeah, stop. So make me feel uncomfortable.
Did you have a happy childhood?
Watch the show.
Oh wow! What's
I
the
did.
show about your childhood that involves the names of several snakes? Okay. So the Tay is the longest river in which British nation? Look, it could be a nickname for the Thames.
Or if it's not that,
I
I would say Scotland. I think that sounds
Tea.
Scottish. The
Right.
tea.
Oh,
across
yeah,
the
yeah,
T.
yeah.
T.
But I think we're not going to... Are we going to risk it?
Yeah,
We're
I
not
don't
gonna
think we
risk it.
answer that.
No, but hang on a minute. If you do it in any accent, it works. Hang on a minute. I tell you what, I swam across the Tay, I did. That works.
Not really.
What was that?
That was South African. That was Welsh.
Oh, okay.
Well, I swam across the Tay a couple of days ago.
Northern Irish.
Irish, yeah.
Didn't work.
Didn't work.
I think.
I think
let's
Scotland,
not answer.
so we're not gonna
I
answer
think,
it.
I think
we
we
just
think
answer
Scotland,
it.
but let's not answer.
My accent game has really been. Well, it was awful, wasn't it?
Yeah.
No, I actually thought it was quite
It wasn't
good.
too bad. It wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad.
Do your best Indian accent, Sophie.
Absolutely not.
Do you do accents?
He does this with every guest.
Do you do accents?
I actually am terrible at accents.
Really?
Yeah. Awful.
Did you go to drama school?
No, but people always think I did.
Oh, you got a drama school vibe, yeah.
Okay,
Did
I think
you-
that's a bit of an insult.
Yeah, well, so was Harry Potter vibe as well.
But it was true.
So, question 3. What is the world's largest retailer?
What, just
Oh.
generally?
Yeah, like that's confusing. Like in terms of
tough.
the size of the stores or the actual, is it like an
Yeah.
maybe I would say
Maybe
Walmart
Walmart.
because they also own
world?
Asda.
Oh, true.
Hang on, isn't
Fair enough.
7-Eleven not just in America but also
it's
in
all in Asia, yeah,
Asia
yeah,
as well?
yeah.
It might be 7-Eleven.
I don't think we're going to answer this, are we?
Okay, no, next one.
Oh, yes, of course, it's Wipeout. We need to be
Yeah.
absolutely sure. So what have we definitely answered? We've definitely answered the night.
Night, and then we're not going to
gonna
do the
go
Tay,
with-
even though we
No.
suspect Scotland.
And then large retailer, let's say what we suspect it. We suspect it's 7-Eleven.
Question 4. How many faces does a dodecahedron have?
Decker's 10, no?
Yes. Oh, God. I think a dodecahedron is 12.
Do you know that?
I don't know, no. I
Where did you get that from?
Well, so basically, I'll give you a little secret. If you are crafting and writing a pub quiz and you are a few questions short and you need to desperately write a question just to fill the gap,
Yeah.
you look at two things. You look at phobias
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
and you look at shapes with loads of sides.
Okay.
That's
So
interesting.
you say galactophobia is the fear of, and then hope that someone will come up with it.
Yeah.
Or you say a tridecahedron is her shape with how many sides. It's just the problem is with that. I've been writing a lot of last minute quizzes. I can't remember my dodecahedrons from my decahedrons.
So do you think you would have potentially had this question in a quiz you've done?
Oh, definitely, yeah.
And how confident are you on 12? Confident enough to...
Not confident enough
Okay.
to play it. I'm
so
really sorry, guys.
Any
No.
hunch?
I feel a bit insulted
I
that
have
Lewis
no
just
idea.
used the basic question for us. He must be
Yeah,
bored
well,
at this
he
point.
does actually.
So actually, you know what, I'm bored.
That's true, yeah.
Wish I hadn't done this.
This is
Let's
his
just put
chance
that
to get
one
his...
in.
Yeah, it's such a good point. This is his chance
Thanks,
to get his
Lewis.
quiz out to the masses. And
He had a
he's
few
gone-
hours dedicated to writing it, but spent so fucking long on the quotes, trying to find obscure stuff that no one's ever heard of, that he's now suddenly thinking, oh, I don't know, I've got 2 questions left to write. Oh, let's just ask a thing about how many sides does a shape have?
Let's not do it then, shall we?
Faces, how many faces? That means it's a 3D shape as well. Anyway, look, let's leave it. Question number 5.
The desk lamp Luxo Junior is a mascot of which film company?
I think we know this one.
Pixar. I think we know that, don't
Yeah.
we? Pixar. Right, is there any more we want to have a go at from there? So that's all 5. We know we
Part
know
of me feels
Night
like
and we know
Scotland
Pixar.
is just like, we should do it. but
Should we just
let's
fucking
not
go
do
for
it.
it?
Do we have a go? Do we say Scotland and do we also say 12 for dodecahedron?
Yeah,
Alright.
I think let's just do it.
Really?
Let's just do it.
But there's literally like nothing at stake. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
let's do it. All right, fuck it, let's do it.
Shall we?
Yeah,
Yeah,
why
I
not?
think so. Let's
All
live
right.
a little.
So Scotland. So we're going for glory here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, answers for round 3. We've gone bold on this. We've gone for glory, haven't
Yeah.
we? We've gone all out. Which chess piece is a horse head? We said knight.
We did.
We're bang on, but we knew that.
Yeah, we
now
did.
this is where we started rolling the dice.
Mm-hmm.
The Tay is the longest river in which British nation? We just thought it sounded Scottish.
What? If you say it's Scottish, it's the Tay.
It's the Tay.
If you say it in Welsh, it's the Tay.
The Tay.
If you say it in Irish,
The Tay.
and if you say it in Ghanaian, never does it. Never falls into it.
Never. Guys, we were right. It's Scotland.
Wow!
So, we're on to round 2. So what is the world's largest retailer? We weren't confident on this, but you guys did throw out Walmart.
I did throw out Walmart.
You did throw out Walmart.
Yeah.
And if we were bold enough and we'd
Went
gone
to
for it, we would have been correct. The answer was Walmart, but we didn't go, so there's nothing there.
Okay.
Now this is where
Forgive
You
them.
said Walmart, and it was me that
Yeah,
put
you shut me
7-Eleven in your
down.
brain. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
now
sorry.
this is where we went proper like we're just going to go for it. How many faces does a dodecahedron have? Jake, you threw 12 out there.
I did.
If we don't get this, then it's no questions, no points for the round. If we get this, then we're looking at 4.
And not only is it no points for the round, it's a damning indictment to my sort of like process of elimination and all the shit questions I put in my own quizzes. Sorry, good question, Lewis.
The answer was 12.
Oh, get in!
And then Luxo Jr. is a mascot from which film company? It's Pixar.
Oh, we smashed that.
Guys,
We went from
I'm
2 out of
so
5
happy.
to 4 out of come on.
It feels rare that like a real risk like that works out, and it has. So where does that leave us?
It was so much more meaning than just the score when you said where does that leave us, I felt. So we got a 4 out of 5 in
And
the
a
final
5
round.
out of 5 and a 2 out of 5.
Yeah, so that takes us to
11.
11 out of 15. What a
That's
score!
great.
All thanks to Sophie Garrad.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Sophie, you really did yourself a disservice at the start.
I know.
You're a good quizzer.
I think I'm just very humble as a person.
And that's come through throughout the podcast. That's come across massively.
Thank you.
In swathes.
We like at the end of the quiz to get the guests to give a bit of a review or a bit of a rating. Jake, you've got some criteria, haven't you?
I do indeed.
Wow.
So playability out of 10. What do you think?
What does that mean, like?
Well, how easy it is to play if you're new to quizzing or if you're an expert quizzer. You come in, you play the quiz. What is its playability
If you've
rating?
gone along to the Trooper in Bristol,
As
a bit of a novice.
Okay. Out of what, 10?
Out of 10, yeah.
I'd maybe give this an 8.5 out of 10.
Wow,
Do
you've
you
really
think that's
enjoyed.
high?
You really.
I actually had such a good time.
You've played it. You've
Yeah.
played along, so I suppose, yeah. Okay, next up. So for Lewis, what is his range of questions score? Range of subject matters out of 10.
Do you know what? I actually think it's good, but I feel like there could have been more TV and showbiz. There was like nothing about celebrities.
That's true, actually.
Yeah, and that is lacking. And I feel like maybe Quizmasters feel like it's like they're above it, but it's interesting.
Some quizmasters do.
Yeah.
The good ones don't. I think for every question about a dodecahedron, you need to have a question about the eldest Kardashian sister, for example.
Exactly.
what was
Which
sorry,
is-
this is
Kim?
Courtney. That's a new noise. We've not heard that noise from you before, Sophie. I don't know what that noise was. It was a very slow deflation of a.
wheezy.
It wasn't really even a wheeze, I don't think.
also that was a surprise that you got that and you didn't.
I know.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I just panicked.
It's okay.
I'm going to give a score of 7 for the last one.
For the range of questions.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
bro.
So finally, for good vibes, and this is our fault as well if it's bad, as well as Lewis's. But Lewis has already got 2 very high scores. Good vibes out of 10. What do you think for this quiz?
I would say 4 out of 10.
Wow.
4.
No, take it. Just take
No,
it. Just
no.
take it.
Okay.
No, 10 out of 10. Honestly.
Wow! What a turnaround!
Great
that.
vibes.
Peer pressure,
Mainly
isn't
from Liam.
Ah, thank you.
Really?
Genuinely.
Wow!
It's always a bit of a damp squib in it when a Harry Potter fan turns up.
Yeah.
This is it. I just
That's
didn't
always
know.
a
I
bit-
wouldn't have come.
When you say turn up, do host it with you, so we'll be here at every single one. You had a little bit of a Simon Cowell-esque thing of it's a 4. It's actually a 10. I didn't like it. I loved it. It was that
so
brilliant.
true, I did. Wow. Okay, love that for me.
Thank you so much for taking part in the quiz and joining our quiz team. You've been an excellent addition to our team.
You can catch Sophie on all socials, and you can catch Lewis at the Trooper in Bristol on Tuesdays at 8 p.m. if you fancy going along to his quiz. But for now,
Yeah, what are you doing now?
I'm going to a gig.
All right, well, enjoy it.
enjoy.
Bye.